Pleasant day, STEM learners. This is Sir Peter, your statistics and probability teacher. So this is now weeks 2 to 3 of our discussion. So our topic is the rejection region, the non-rejection region, and the critical values. So at the end of this video lesson, you should be able to illustrate the rejection and the non-rejection region and the critical values. So the mathematical model that we use to test the hypothesis is always the normal curve. The rejection and the non-rejection regions can be found under the curve. So their location will depend on what type of hypothesis did you get. Is that a one-tailed test or a two-tailed test, or a directional or a non-directional test? So for two-tailed tests, there are two rejection regions which are located on the tails of the distribution. So observe this one, the one that I have encircled. So each rejection region is represented by alpha over 2 because adding alpha over 2 plus alpha over 2 is our alpha, which is the level of significance. So there are two critical values for that one. The critical values are represented by these vertical lines. No? One is positive and the other one is negative. And they separate the rejection and the non-rejection region. The Z critical values depends on the significance level. Okay? And the T critical values will depend on the T table. Okay? So for a 95% confidence level or a significance level alpha is equal to 0.05, the critical values are positive, negative 1.96. While for a 99% confidence level, meaning our alpha or significance level is 0.01, the critical values are positive, negative 2.58. So for the T critical values, always refer to the T table by using the degrees of freedom, which is n minus 1. Okay? And n is the sample size. For two-tailed tests or one-tailed test, there is only one rejection region for one-tailed test, and it is represented by alpha. So this is the area of the rejection region. And it also shows our significance level, which is our alpha. So this is the areas wherein we reject the null hypothesis. So notice that they are either located on the left side or the right side of the distribution, depending on the type of test. The Z critical values depend also on the significance level. So for a left-tailed test, no, the Z critical value is negative 1.65, and for the 99%, we have negative 2.33, respectively. For the right-tailed test, the corresponding critical values are 1.65 and 2.33, respectively. Of course, you will also follow the T table for the T critical values, and always remember the degrees of freedom n minus 1. Next. So we are now done with our first lesson for the rejection region. So always remember that whenever the vertical line is inside the rejection region, so the decision making is to fail to reject the null hypothesis. But if it is inside the rejection region, then we reject the null hypothesis. So that is the way on how we decide on hypothesis testing. Okay. So again, this is Sir Peter, your statistics and probability teacher.